A funeral mass is being celebrated in Washington for U.S. Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia, who died last weekend at the age of 79. Thousands are attending the service, being held in the largest Catholic church in the United States. Mr. Scalia's coffin had earlier lain in the Supreme Court with President Barack Obama among those paying respects. The death of Mr. Scalia, who was seen as a hero by the U.S. right, has sparked a political row over his successor. Thousands of mourners filled the vast Basilica of the National Shrine of the Immaculate Conception on Saturday. One of Mr. Scalia's 9 children, Rev Paul Scalia, led the Mass, ahead of a private burial. Rev Scalia, who serves the Diocese of Arlington, Virginia, said, "We are gathered here because of one man. A man known personally to many of us, known only by reputation to even more, a man loved by many, scorned by others, a man known for great controversy, and for great compassion." But he then added, "That man, of course, is Jesus of Nazareth." It was because of Jesus that in confidence we commend Antonin Scalia to the mercy of God. The country's 8 remaining Supreme Court justices are attending the service. One of them, Clarence Thomas, offered a Bible reading. The BBC's Washington correspondent Gary O'Donoghue says those in the Basilica are commemorating the life of a man seen as a hero by the religious and political right. But, he says, even before Mr. Scalia has been laid to rest, the political battle lines over his successor have already been drawn, with a Republican-controlled Senate threatening to block any nomination the president puts forward. The Supreme Court says more than 6,000 visitors viewed the casket in the Great Hall on Friday. President Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama were among those paying their respects at the flag-draped coffin, but are not at the funeral. Vice President Joe Biden is at the Mass. He has a close personal relationship with the Scalia family, as is Republican presidential hopeful Ted Cruz. White House spokesman Josh Earnest said Mr. Obama's attendance could have created security issues. Mr. Cruz has been among those demanding there be no nomination of a successor until after the November presidential election. Mr. Obama has insisted he will go through with the nomination. Mr. Scalia's death leaves the Supreme Court evenly divided between liberal and conservative justices ahead of crucial cases on abortion, voting rights, and immigration. According to the Constitution, the President nominates justices to the court and the Senate uses its advice and consent powers to confirm or reject that person. Mr. Scalia died unexpectedly at his remote Texas ranch last Saturday. He had a history of heart trouble and high blood pressure. U.S. authorities said there had been no foul play.